Honestly, my family and I are pretty thrifty and we don't want to spend big bucks on purchasing cutting-edge equipment, and we would rather use them for a long time. So I think this is a beneficial way to tighten our budget. And there is one device that we tend to keep for several years. That is our television, and I will tell you more details about this equipment. To the best of my recollection, a long time ago, my parents intended to purchase some technological equipment to satisfy our demand for recreation, so we could have some quality time to spend with each other. So they decided to buy the television, and whenever we had spare time, we gathered to watch some fascinating TV shows in order to blow up some steam and strengthen our family bonds. My parents have a great passion for using this TV since it was manufactured in Japan, and the quality of it is tremendously up to par. Not to mention that its price was affordable for our financial range, so we have never repaired it for once. And I think this piece of gadget can really assist our daily activities. When we are snowed under various tasks and bustling schedule, and we are stayed out, watching TV programs can help us to enrich our emotional life and consolidate our family connections. So I can talk to my parents and discuss different things in life. So I think keeping something for a long time can be good for our financial budget, since we cannot follow the trend all the time, because this can be time and money wasting. So this can result in the thrown away society, which have an adverse bearing on the environmental standards. So I told myself that further down the line, I will be more careful when I use my money in order to save it for some rainy days. And I think as long as our equipment can be used and can function effectively, and they are not broken, we should keep them instead of buying new ones, so we can save our budget and distribute them for other beneficial activities or purposes in our daily life. First question, what things do families tend to keep for a long time? Well, I believe it all comes down to each family, but I think there are some ordinary items that families tend to keep for a long period of time. For example, they tend to keep some valuable items such as TVs, refrigerators, or washing machines, because the prices of those products are extravagant, so they tend to use them for a long time. I believe that this trend can bring some pros and cons, because on the one hand, people can save their money effectively. However, they can affect the national economy and the revenues of various companies. Not to mention that some people tend to keep products and continuously repair them, so this can negatively affect their living standards. Next question, what is the difference between things valued by people in the past and today? Well, from my perspective, there is a significant difference between the objects that people in the past valued compared to those in today's world. In the past, people had a great passion for some things that connected strongly to their recollections. For example, if people utilized their scooter to take their offspring to school for several years, they would definitely keep it for a long time, since that item was associated with their memories. However, in today's society, people value some valuable or high-priced products because those items can show off their affluence to others and displays their status in society. So, the majority of people are becoming more and more materialistic. Next question, what kinds of things are kept in museums? From my limited knowledge, there are a variety of objects that are kept in museums, and it is dependent on different purposes of that museum. There are a range of museums ranging from art, history to culture. For example, when you go to historical museums, you can catch sight of various remnants and pieces of old helicopters or tanks in the past. So when you go to the art museum, you can also witness a variety of artifacts and objects that were manufactured thousands of years ago. So I think when people go to these places and see those items, they can easily visualize and have a holistic perspective about art, histories, and culture displayed in those establishments. Final question, what is the influence of technology on museums? Well, I believe that technology has profound impacts on the improvement of the museum standards. You know, in the past, the quality of museums was pretty low. However, nowadays, visitors can catch sight of a range of compelling pictures, videos, and museums operators can use state-of-the-art technology to demonstrate a lot of information relevant to the ancient lifestyles or severe battles that occurred in the past, so that travelers can have a holistic perspective about what actually happened thousands of years ago. So, I believe that museums in advanced countries can even integrate some sophisticated 3D images and sound effects to allure several visitors to come and visit those places.
Ok, với chủ đề này thì chúng ta sẽ có một số từ mới thôi. Đầu tiên chúng ta sẽ có một cụm đó là blow up some steam. Idiom này có nghĩa là have fun và nó tương tự với have a blast with something, có nghĩa là kiểu enjoy moment hoặc là rất là vui. Tiếp theo chúng ta sẽ có một cụm danh từ là thrown away society, có nghĩa là một xã hội mà phung phí, xã hội xài đồ một lần rồi vứt đi á, thì nó sẽ gây ô nhiễm môi trường. Thì mình nói là resulting in a thrown away society. Tiếp theo chúng ta sẽ có một động từ là manufacture, có nghĩa là sản xuất và nó tương tự với produce. Vậy thì khi mà được sản xuất thì mình nói là it is manufactured.